Hello guys, welcome, and I hope you guys are having an awesome day today. Hey, you're watching Digging Dirt with CJ, and I hope today I will gain your subscription. So today, of course, you know, I always try to like to bring you guys new and exciting pay dirts. So today, we actually got us a new pay dirt vendor. I always like to give the small people a chance. So this here is not an expensive pay dirt bag, and this pay dirt bag comes from Wyoming. And it's a female. The name of the pay dirt company is Waistband, and it comes from Etsy. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with this box opening, and we'll get more into this pay dirt. So hang tight. Alright, so we're back. So we're going to go ahead and open up this pay dirt here. The vendor name, Cassandra, seemed like a very nice person. Shipping on this was very fast. I actually texted her to see if she had like a bigger bag. And you know, of course, not all bags have to be big, so that's why I'm actually doing different pay dirts. And one thing that caught my eye, you guys know, I'm a sucker for bags. So I actually got this bag. I saw this little bag here. It's like a little leprechaun bag, you know, Wyoming Gold Pay Dirt. And this is actually crushed ore. From my understanding, they have a old timer's mine that's been handed down from generations, and she actually crushed this ore herself. So let's go ahead and open up this and let's see how this bag looks. Seems like it's in a little sack there. It's not double wrapped in there or anything. It's just in a plastic bag. It's not leaking anything, so I can't complain about that. But this is supposed to be a 3-pound bag. We're going to go ahead and take it over to the panning station, and we're going to get right into this. And as I classified, it seemed like it may be a little damp. And I may not have to classify. I do not see, since it's actually crushed ore, it's probably down to like 100 mesh or maybe 60 mesh. So we may not have to classify this. But anyway, you guys know, before we go to the panning station, we got a cape up and we got a glove up. All right, now since we done caped up and glove up, let me tell you guys the reason why I actually brought this crushed ore. For one thing, I've been buying all sorts of bags with guaranteed amount, and I've always tell you guys, make sure you buy a guaranteed amount, especially when you first start out, so you won't get too disappointed. I've brought bags that have actually had guaranteed amounts and you still didn't get your gold amount. So that's why I try to bring you guys some new vendor stuff. Just because these people don't have a guaranteed amount, hopefully they will give you what your money is worth. Unfortunately, that was not the case a few weeks ago, if you guys know what I mean. With a pay dirt vendor. So this pay dirt, I'll let you know, it only cost me $29.99. So it was not a lot of money for this pay dirt. You just got to search around. I have never panned this pay dirt before, and when I pan it, we'll do a RIP to see if it's worth your time purchasing it, and also to let me know if I want to purchase it again. So that's why we're doing these pay dirts, and to make sure you guys do not have to go through the hardship that I've been through. So let's go ahead and head to the panning station. Follow me. All right, so we're over here at the panning station, and it says that we're supposed to have 3 pounds. Hey, and it's right at it. It's 3 pounds and 0.3 ounces. So it's right on key. So we're going to go ahead and get this out the way, and we're going to see how this dirt looks. See if we need to do any classifications, which I doubt. All right, we're going to pour here in the pan there. All right. Yeah, so it's actually pretty dry. It's not wet at all. It's not damp. So we're not going to classify this. I think this should be some pretty easy panning. So we're gonna go ahead and get the BBP out. And you guys know what the BBP is, the big black pan. All right, so with the snap of my fingers, let's reveal the BBP. All right, just like this, the BBP is back in effect, the big black pan. So let's see what we got here, guys. We got a lot of 3-pound material, which is very sandy, and I can tell that it's probably going to be really milky. And I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of fine gold. So let's go ahead and let's get our pan out and let's start panning. Just to see how this material is, let's just do 3 little scoops. With our little scooper here. Oh, can't forget, we need to put some surfactant in the water. Don't need much. We all know gold does float. And let's start to stratify. So, like I was telling you guys, I'm always on the interweb looking for new Paydirt vendors. And I'm not necessarily looking for a gram amount. I'm just looking to see who has a better deal. Also to see if somebody is going to guarantee my value from the gold. So unfortunately, I would try out different vendors, but like I said, I'm only willing to go maybe $50 or less, and this is only like a $30 bag. So this material is like, you know, it's basically like sand material. It pans off very easy. And I'm gonna probably load up the pan at first just to see if we can get any gold. I'm gonna go ahead and pan this back. Yeah, I see about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 little fly poop. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and load this up this time, guys. So if you like panning to get practice, this would probably be a really good practice dirt. And this is 3 pounds of crushed ore. While I'm stratifying it, read from my phone here the little description that she has. This is Wyoming Hard Rock Ore. This gold came from the Lewis mining district in central Wyoming. These old-timer tellings from the family claim were left untouched for almost 100 years. The original gold discovery in this district was literally across the gulch, a mere quarter-mile away. Panning difficulty is a moderate. There will be gold, but much of it is super fine. I've done hundreds, if not thousands of pans, and every single one contains super fines. If you are having trouble getting the super fines, adjust your technique. I'm not expecting a lot of gold, especially out of a $29 bag. Let's go ahead and pan this back. That's a lot of little fly poop in there. All of this must just gonna be fly poop, guys. More fly poop. All right, let's go ahead and check this for magnetics. It's nothing really to be concerned with. Yeah, it's not much magnetic, so we're gonna let it be. All right, let's go ahead and load this up again, and I'm turning you guys back on once we get down to the gold. All right, so one thing that I'm learning with this dirt here, you cannot be afraid to stratify. You got to stratify the crap out of it. You got to, violently shake it in order to get those light poopy gold down to the bottom. The heavies down to the bottom, even though they're really light, it's still heavier than the sand. Like I said, I'm not expecting a lot of gold, but it's gold in here. It's flour gold in here. And if I would suggest, if you have a little mini sluice or whatever, if you're not confident in your panning, you got to beat it like violently to get that gold down in the bottom, in that bottom ripple there. We'll pan it back and see what we got here. You got to trust your ripples and just trust your panning skills. So hopefully you guys can see all that right there in that corner. Yes, sir. Let's suck that up. And with this register, I don't know. We're gonna find out since it's so light. All right. Let's go ahead and load this up again. I'll show you how much I put in here, and then I'll start and show you what I mean by you gotta violently shake it to get that ore go down in the bottom. I'm not even sure how many scoops I put in there. Don't be afraid to stratify. Stratify like you're at the creek. You know, that's how I look at it. You're at the creek and you stratify the crap out of it. You're not gonna lose any gold because all those heavy is gonna sink down to the bottom. Don't be afraid. Just trusting your panning skills. You see how violently I'm shaking it? Trying to get that stuff down to the bottom. Because it's there. The gold is there. It's in that ore. This is probably some of the paydirt that I've had to violently shake more than normal. There's no big rocks in it, no big gravel pieces in it, no quartz. It's all crushed ore. Let's go ahead and pan this back. Got to make sure you got your good glasses on when you're panning that back. Actually, I'm gonna move it over here to this side, to the finishing side, so when I have to pan it out, I can just pan it back. That's why I like to put it on the finishing side, so it'll go right off and I don't have to worry about the ripples. Just a little bit of fly poop over here, not much. Just going to suck that up. Alright. And I will repan this one more time since it was so light. And this is it. I got the rest of this right here. And I believe I just switch pans. Alright. Use the blue pan for this last load here. Show you how we have to really stratify. Don't be afraid. So we paid $29 for this bag, plus $1.59. And you know, honestly, I don't even think we got $6 back out of it. But this would be a good paydirt, like I said, to practice your panning skills. And you may want to pan this 2 or 3 times. I'm not sure. That's one thing that I try to tell you guys also, is only spend enough money from any type of bag that doesn't guarantee that you're not going to worry about losing $20. This has been a fun bag to pan, especially if you never panned ore, crushed ore before. But I would suggest you get guaranteed bags of paydirt. But 3 pounds of dirt for $29, I've never had Wyoming dirt. So you can find other needs for the dirt. Alright, let's pan this back. Take your time with it. Alright, let's get that little fly poop up. Let's go ahead and do a snuffer dump. There's not much in there, but there's some gold in there. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot of flour. I tell you that may register. Let's see if I can get you guys in here. All of that flour, a little flour. Yes, sir. There we go. That's a good shot of it. All right, that was fun. All right, so let's go ahead and clean up. But off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and pan this quickly one more time, and then we could go ahead and get us a RIP on this, guys. And if you guys don't know what RIP stands for, it is Return in Paydirt. That's what we do here on Digging Dirt with CJ. Hey, if you guys are still watching this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you really enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost you guys anything, and of course, you know it will help my channel out. So let's go ahead and just clean up, and I'll meet you guys back at the vault. And I'm be honest, I'm not really looking for this to register. It's so fine. Oh, it actually did. Oh, we got, let it settle. We got 0.027 grams. I really didn't think it was going to register, but it did. All right, let's go to the gold calculator and let's get us our RIP. All right, guys, so hey, we just got through weighing the gold. I was surprised that we actually even got any weight on that scale. So we got a 0.027. I'm sure that's probably only about $2 or $3. But hey, right away, let's just go ahead and go to the gold calculator. All right, so we're over here at the gold calculator. Total grams that we got from this ore is 0.027. We're going to give it 24 karat purity. And whenever I got this gold ore, it was actually $4,500 as far as the price of gold. And today is $4,031.91, and that's what we're going to use as of today's date, the 28th. Let's calculate that up. Gives us a value of $3.50. Let's go to the percentage calculator, guys. Percentage calculator, we got $3.50 worth of gold out of this ore. So I got paid $30 for this bag with $1.59 tax, which gave us $31.59. Let's calculate this up. 11.07%. Wow. It was fun to pan, but this is a terrible RIP. All right, so let's get out of here. All right, so there you have it. This was not a very good pay dirt for returning pay dirt, guys. I would not advise this pay dirt. Yes, it comes in a nice little bag here, but for the price of $30, I'm sure you can find a lot better pay dirt. But if you want to get 3 pounds of ore instead of pay dirt, now this is crushed ore. If you want to get crushed ore, 3 pounds of it, and practice on your panning, it will probably be a good pay dirt for you. But you know, this channel is about trying to get the best value for the price and a good return in pay dirt. And unfortunately, this was not a good return. I don't want to say it was a ripoff, because ore is totally different. Crushed ore is totally different from pay dirt. Cassandra, unfortunately, she is a very nice lady. She responded very quickly to my email. She even wrote a little description of the history, but it can rest in peace. Thank you for hanging out with me this evening. I hope I've earned your subscription today. Don't forget to hit that like button and also share it with other people. So like I tell everybody, guys, the adventure begins one pan at a time. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week for another outstanding video. Peace.